Welcome back to Reclaiming Mary Magdalene's Legacy. In this episode, we journey on an exploration of the Gnostic path and its deep connections with the original teachings of Mary Magdalene. Join us as we unravel the core concepts of Gnosticism and early Christianity to discover how they align with Mary's wisdom. To truly understand Mary's teachings, we must explore the essence of Gnosticism. Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge, is at its heart. Gnostics believe that genuine spiritual understanding comes from inner knowledge and direct experience, not mere faith or external doctrines. Mary's own gospel, the Gospel of Mary, is a treasure trove of Gnostic wisdom. It explores themes of inner knowledge, the inner Christ, and the challenges faced on the spiritual journey. Mary's teachings resonate with the principles of Gnosis. Central to both Gnosticism and Mary's teachings is the concept of the divine spark within each individual. This inner Christ, the connection to the ultimate source, is the key to spiritual awakening and personal transformation. Gnosticism teaches us that the material world is an illusion, a realm of suffering and ignorance. True liberation, according to Gnostic thought, comes from transcending this illusion and reuniting with the divine source, an idea that echoes Mary's emphasis on inner transformation and connection to the spiritual realm. Gnosticism examines the existence of archons, entities that keep humanity bound to the material world through ignorance. These archons are like cosmic forces that hinder our spiritual progress. Mary's teachings also acknowledge the challenges faced on the path to enlightenment. In Gnostic cosmology, Sophia represents divine wisdom and the feminine aspect of the divine. This sacred feminine energy, often suppressed in mainstream Christianity, finds resonance in Mary Magdalene's teachings, which emphasize the importance of both the Divine Mother and Father. Gnostic practices involve rituals and meditative techniques aimed at awakening the inner Christ and gaining direct spiritual insights. Mary's Gospel hints at similar practices, guiding individuals toward inner communion and self-discovery. Gnosticism is known for its pursuit of hidden truths. Similarly, Mary's teachings encourage us to look beyond the surface, beyond the literal, and seek the deeper, concealed wisdom that transcends conventional understanding. As we explore the Gnostic path, we recognize its influence on the development of early Christianity. Mary Magdalene's teachings, rooted in Gnosticism, represent an essential part of this synthesis. It's a merging of inner knowledge and a deeper understanding of Christ's message. Unfortunately, history reveals that the Roman Empire and later religious authorities sought to suppress Gnostic teachings, just as they did with Mary's wisdom. The reasons were often political, and the desire for centralized control over spiritual doctrine. Mary Magdalene's teachings challenge the notion that the Christ consciousness is confined to the historical figure of Jesus. While she recognized and revered this state of being in Jesus, she also emphasized that it was not limited to one individual, but rather a universal potential within each of us. So, what exactly is the Christ consciousness? It's a state of spiritual awakening where one recognizes their divine nature and experiences unity with the ultimate source of all creation. Mary taught that this state of consciousness is not the exclusive domain of a chosen few, but is accessible to anyone willing to embark on the inner journey. Mary's teachings guide us towards inner awakening. She emphasizes the importance of turning inward, seeking knowledge and truth within ourselves, rather than relying solely on external teachings or authorities. It's about realizing that the path to Christ consciousness starts within. Practical methods for accessing the Christ consciousness include meditation and contemplation. These practices enable us to quiet the chatter of our minds, connect with our inner selves, and tap into the divine wisdom that resides within. Mary's wisdom encourages self-reflection. By examining our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we gain insight into the barriers that block our connection to the Christ consciousness. Self-awareness is a powerful tool on this journey. Acts of compassion and selflessness are pathways to the Christ consciousness. Mary's teachings emphasize the importance of loving kindness and service to others. By extending compassion to those around us, we align ourselves with this higher state of being. Another key aspect is transcending the ego. The Christ consciousness is a state of selflessness, where the ego's dominance fades and we see ourselves as part of a greater whole. It's about dissolving the illusions of separation. Mary Magdalene's teachings invite us to embrace the unity of all life. When we recognize the interconnectedness of everything, we move closer to the Christ consciousness. It's a meaningful shift in perspective that brings deep inner peace. Fear is a significant obstacle on the path to Christ consciousness. Mary's teachings remind us that fear is a product of the ego. By confronting and transcending our fears, we can move closer to this higher state of being. The Christ consciousness exists in the present moment. When we let go of regrets about the past and anxieties about the future, we can fully experience the divine presence that is always here and now. Mary's wisdom guides us toward the realization that the Christ consciousness is not confined to one individual or a specific historical period. It is a universal potential within us all, waiting to be awakened. By practicing meditation, self-reflection, acts of compassion, and embracing unity, we can draw closer to this transformative state of being. In recent times, there has been a reawakening of interest in Gnostic thought and Mary's teachings. As we explore this revival, we discover a yearning for a more direct, experiential spirituality, one that aligns with the ancient Gnostic principles and the wisdom of Mary Magdalene. Our journey doesn't merely aim to explore the past, but to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and our modern lives. By understanding Gnosticism and Mary's teachings, we can enrich our spiritual paths and move towards a heartfelt awakening. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey and its meaningful connections with Mary Magdalene's teachings. If this journey resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Together, let us explore deeper into the wellspring of wisdom of these timeless teachings.